Nice little scanner thing.
I don't know.
You can see them those.
You want it, Cory?
How you going, bud?
Not bad. Was breezy out?
Just a little.
You used to it?
Yeah, I got called out at 4 o'clock this morning, and it was 24, and by 7 it was like 18 degrees out.
12.
Okay. Oh, when those begin? 6:30. Alright, let's recommend at 6:30. Alright, before we begin, we'll go over our agenda. I've got two things I want to go over. Before we begin, I have, the first one is, if you need to address the board, please ask to address the board, and you'll be called on. Number two is the big one. There's absolutely no disruptive behavior will be tolerated whatsoever. We can't get nothing done if we're just bickering back and forth. You'll be warned the first time if you're being disruptive. After that, you'll be asked to leave. That's how simple it is. So with that, we'll begin our meeting. So we'll do roll call. Cory St's here.
Vanessa.
Back Ingerson.
President, Vice President, Secretary.
Nancy Comeau.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, so we'll go over mail. You know if we have any mail?
I checked the mail, there's no mail.
We have no mail.
No, I went in there and just checked it.
How many meetings has that been since we haven't had any mail? At least 3 or 4, hasn't it? We should be getting some type of statements, check statements.
Those are supposed to be given to us, I think that's from the treasurer or something gets that, or, because we've only gotten, I think, 1 or 2 bank statements this year, and that was from Tina, she emailed it, so we have not received any bank statements since then.
Okay. I mean, I would get bank statements, those are pretty easy to get.
Anything to add on that?
I'm sorry, what did you say on that, Tamara?
I said, I can ask, you said you were getting them from Tina?
She emailed like 2 of them to us, but I'm not sure who gives them to us,
Okay.
I don't know who gets them.
So you want them monthly?
You're
What's the
supposed to
latest
be
one?
getting them monthly.
Okay.
We can't do, our end of the year report without them
Mm.
or anything, it's kinda hard to figure that out. So we're leaving that for you to address?
Yeah, I will just do that.
Thank you.
I did those for you.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Alright, so we're good on that one. Nancy, you good on that one?
Yep.
Okay. we're
So,
gonna-
can we talk directly to Linda, or does it need to go through the select?
I have
board?
access.
Pardon?
I have access, so I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're gonna go over, review and approve minutes, last meeting. Would you like to read that in a second?
I'll let you do that if you'd like, because I've got. I don't have no, like this last one, I was gonna have, this was like October is what we had to go over. But I was gonna ask if Nancy or Christine would like to do the site visit minutes where I'm not, I was accused from that when we did that. And then, and I didn't do, I wasn't there for the whole visit either, so
Okay.
when we had Casella there, or whoever would like to do those. From November 2nd.
That's for somebody with better handwriting than I do. Nancy, is that something you would like to tackle?
I don't think so, thank you. Maybe Christine.
Christine? Okay, when she, oh, here she comes.
That's what she gets for being late.
You've been nominated.
I've been nominated for
That's what
what?
you get for being late.
Go ahead.
The site visit minutes. To type them up, do the.
I was unable to keep up with most of you because I walked
Okay, So
10
then
times slower, so I
Nancy
don't,
or Cory.
Nancy says she's not gonna do it, she pleads, she doesn't want it, which is okay.
Okay. You're the only one left then.
I mean, I didn't hear a lot of what was said because I have a back problem and I couldn't keep up with all of you.
Okay, I will take that on.
Okay.
Does everybody have a copy of these?
I do not,
I'm sorry?
of
I
those,
really printed off one copy, I believe I emailed it.
I didn't see it.
Emailed what? I only got one email from you.
Which
I
was
only
the
got the
agenda.
agenda.
Oh,
Yeah, I
never
didn't see
got
it,
the
Vanessa.
minutes.
If you want, I can scan it really quick, Cory, and email it to them,
That's
I can
fine.
have it right now.
yeah, that's fine, that way everybody has it, please. I'll wait for everybody to get that.
I just got your message, Cory. Sorry, I just got a new phone, so I've been transferring everything.
That's fine, that's fine. Do you want to get the meetings for our last meeting?
Well, prior to the sidewalks, yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody can have it, it's in the direction.
Nancy, did you get that yet?
I have not.
Nor have I.
I did, so you guys should have it.
Just kidding. I don't have good service in here.
I just got it, Vanessa, thank you.
Everybody had a chance to read it?
I'm almost done.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you,
Oh, yeah, I just have a question,
Yeah.
Vanessa. I mean, so isn't it ultimately that, and I'm not trying to, I just don't know how you post them online. So if they're posted online, is it just somebody has to click on Conservation Commission and
Yeah, it would be the same.
they're on,
it's
you're
this-
just saying, when you say they're not posted on the webpage, you mean they're just not on the front?
So when they're left, it's like here, cause Jessie said that I could leave them, at the window for her,
Yeah,
and she would post it, is what I was told.
yeah,
So after that, it would just be, once they're posted, how the select board and the planning board does, you click on the tab, and then it would list it by the month.
right, underneath Conservation Commission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or they could come into the town hall and get it off the board and request a copy to be made.
Right, so you're just saying they're not on the, like, the front page? of
Right, I'm
the-
just saying it's not
Yeah,
our responsibility to put it onto the website, that's all.
okay.
so is everybody good with this?
No problems.
Good.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
One second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Okay.
There's, and then,
Yeah,
no, I was just telling her right down who.
oh, okay.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Everybody signs it.
So I just want to make sure.
Nancy,
Yes,
Cory, like your signature?
no, that was a pencil.
That's fine. Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
I'll leave that. You take that, so you don't forget about it.
I'll take a copy of it now, and then I'll leave it with Gail, and she can take care of it and have it put on to the, or email it to her, and we can leave this hard copy here.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably don't wanna leave the original, I don't think, right?
I'm scanning it right now and emailing it to everybody.
Yep.
And then this can go on to the board.
Yep. Is that, is that the, what's the last meeting?
Yeah.
Yep, that's easy to do.
No, those are October's meetings, not November's minutes.
Right, we just went over, Cory's going to be doing the site walk and all that stuff, the minutes of we already went over all this. You just walked in and we were doing that.
We asked you to do the minutes on that, but you said Nancy could, and she said she'd rather not, so thank Cory.
You didn't ask me,
You weren't
I was
here.
told
Yeah.
when I walked in the
Yeah, it
room
was-
that I was
Yeah,
volunteered.
we're joking, we're joking.
But we did have another conservation meeting later in November.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, we're gonna,
we were already taking care of it.
yeah, we're gonna get, I think that's,
So did we review those minutes? Cause I didn't get a copy of those minutes.
Okay, we're only doing this one, that's at the moment. This is what we have at the moment.
this is what we have at the moment. And we'll be
Okay,
double-
so we're not reviewing last
No,
month's.
Then the next time we come, we're gonna review all the minutes from that other one.
Excuse me if I was late and, you're annoyed that I have to be filled in, and I'm sorry for that.
You're assuming that it's not anything.
Hey, we're good, guys, please, come on, done. We're only on the first thing. Oh, gee. All right, number 2. Update from Nancy and Jim McCullough, added credentials before we vote on sending out the folder sheet. Nancy, if you could,
Yep, I have the, promise, emails, and also I have, his credentials, and also, references.
Okay.
I did a little packet for everybody. Except for the credentials, because they have some significant numbers, like his.
social security numbers, stuff like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody's here, so if you just wanna pass this
Yeah.
around, you can take a peek at them, and that is, you guys wanna share that, or?
Thank you, ma'am.
Pamela?
Lindsay?
Pardon?
So, it says, on this one, it says timing is another issue. Here you need to help me. He says, I'm not sure how much time the DES will allow for the Conservation Commission to comment on this project after the application is filed and whether an extension of that time can be granted. But since site visits in snow are not very productive, I suggest field work be done very soon. My timeline will largely be driven by DCC's comment window and the weather. Did you not inform him that that comment period has gone by?
Yes,
Well-
he's fully aware, but the letter that Craig Rennie wrote, and unfortunately I don't have it in hand, so I can't read it directly, but I think that we have until January 17th.
And that's for like the public comment, right? Is that what you're stating?
Well, he states right here in this piece of paper that I have, Vanessa, thanks, I found the file number,
Yeah, I read that.
and it says that the information needs to be submitted to Casella, but
Yeah, I read all that. That is for, so that date is for Casella to do the request for more information. That is all that is. That has nothing to do with the gentleman that's looking at the wetlands permit. That's on Casella to get their information back. So you're, I think, misunderstanding what that is.
We still owe the town the.
Correct, I know, and that's what we're doing this for, but I was just trying to correct.
And too, Vanessa, this was early on, you know, when we,
Yep.
and it's been a while,
Mhm.
and things have
Yeah,
evolved.
even by the November 22nd letter, I mean, like, judging, you know, from this,
Mhm.
had he read the letter, the initial letter that came with the wetlands, it stated because our meeting was the day after, if you guys recall, when that was the deadline. So, in order for us to have the 40 days, like, that was already gone by, and I had already emailed Craig asking, and he said there was no extension. And then he said that we could still comment, you know, put a letter in for public comments to be on file.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which I did the letter and we all had that whole fiasco about and all that, so I'm just stating that,
Yeah.
you know, maybe you should, you know, you could email him and tell him that that part's already gone by. You know, where,
Oh, he's
and
well
I don't
aware,
understand
he's well
what,
aware of the dates, like,
Okay.
it's his.
Right.
and then I'm
it's his
unaware of like
livelihood.
what he wants to do a site visit for. We're only asking him to review the wetland, application, not to go, walking around, so what is he trying to get out of that?
Well, he's trying to do a little bit of field work on the grounds, and
Right, so we're not hiring him to do field work, from what I was understanding, we're just asking him to do the review the wetland
Well, isn't
application.
it part of the same thing?
yes.
Don't you have to do some
No, he
field
has to
work?
get permission from the landowner too,
Well, of
so.
course he would, I mean, he
Right.
would definitely.
But I'm just trying to understand it, that's what I'm getting at, I'm just asking.
But yes, it's part of it.
But I didn't see where it says it's part of it.
It's just part of his work.
Okay. Have you read this minute? Read it?
Oh, did you give it to me?
What did,
Oh, here, hold on.
what did she give you? Because I think she gave something, everybody something different.
No, we got the same thing, I just figured it was just as easy.
Has everybody read them? Anybody like to speak about it or anything?
So Cory, I think that perhaps you can keep the credentials in a
Okay.
file with the project as we move along.
Right, so all the information that you give us, we'll put these in the files and then continue on from there.
So there'll be no
Yep.
question about his
Correct.
certifications and
Correct,
such.
that way we have paper trail and everything.
Right, right. So I do have one other thing, and that he mentioned, and I talked to a couple other conservation commissions, and how, you know, they handle when you do, some type of a review, and a lot of conservations choose to do, like a type of subcommittee to work on it, and I feel like we're a pretty small commission,
Yeah.
but I also feel that, I would be more comfortable with it. I mean, I am assuming that since I had done the legwork and
Mhm.
I've had contact with Ms. McClammer, that I will basically be his point person. And that's how he felt that generally, from his experience, has been a point person, or possibly, and a subcommittee, possibly if you have a large enough commission. But I think that I would like to, well, I know that I would like to make a motion that Christine work with me, so that it's basically verification
Yep.
that I'm giving the board the correct information. So I'm putting a motion out there that Christine work with me.
All right, is that something you'd like to do? Okay. All right, so everything, all the information you're gonna give to the committee, can you CC me on this, on the chair and everything, so that way I get, you know, head start
Sure.
on it as well?
But I'd like to do a vote on it.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
to have a subcommittee for you and him, okay.
Mhm.
I need to second the motion.
Yeah. I need a second to motion? Yeah,
and then take a vote.
All in
Okay,
favor?
so you like.
I know we just did, okay.
Okay, so we should take a
So
vote.
you did the motion, so all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
I mean,
Ayes have it. So subcommittee, Nancy and Chris?
so this is written that, before we vote on sending out the holder's fee.
Yeah.
So is this a good time?
Yes, this is,
to do the
yes,
vote for
absolutely,
that?
I wanted you to present the, the credentials you did, so thank you, Nancy, appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So that's what, yeah. So I'll make a motion to, vote on sending out the holders fee.
Second.
We're having a hard time hearing you.
Okay.
All right, Chris seconds that. All in favor?
Aye. Nancy?
Oh, Nancy, Vanessa. Anything else, Nancy, you good with that?
Pardon me?
You good with that? Everything's good on number 2?
Sounds good to me.
Did you, well, I think number 2, did you talk about just the check?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, we just accepted it.
okay, perfect, sorry.
Moving on to number 3. We discussed a letter from the Whitefield Conservation Commission, right review and response letter. I actually took the liberty of drafting one out myself at a little bit of time. So I'll read it to you guys, and any modifications to it, let me know. If not, we can maybe settle up on it and I can get this sent out. We'll make a vote on it and send it out, tomorrow if possible. Okay. All right, so it says, Dear Commission members, thank you for your letter. Currently, the Granite State Landfill LLC is in the early stages in submitting permits. The Dalton Conservation Commission plans to hire an expert wetlands scientist to assist us in reviewing and digesting and commenting on the pending wetlands application that was submitted. Dalton residents, as well as many surrounding towns, want to learn more and may have questions. We do plan to do the best we can to explain the permit and be as transparent in a review and sharing information. Sincerely, Dalton Conservation Commission.
I think it sounds good, I make a motion to accept it and send it.
Can I just read that? We have that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Without just actually reading it.
Yeah, I wanna-
Speaking out loud.
Okay.
You like it? Okay.
I make a motion to accept the letter.
Chris makes a
I
motion.
think that would be the second motion, because I already motioned.
Okay, all right, good. So Vanessa, which is true. Okay.
So-
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So I will have Vanessa write this and email this to the Whitefield Conservation Commission.
Great.
I'll get that to you.
Do you want to sign it,
Go
or do
ahead.
you leave it like that, or?
Write the initial of that.
I think if you just all want to sign it.
Everybody sign? Okay.
Typically, like on some of our forms, we just have the name, like with the names written underneath, and they just, you know.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you. Give that to you now. Okay, everybody's good on 3, so we're gonna go 4. Email from Eric Johnson concerning the lack of provided minutes not passed in to the website.
I think that was something that Nancy wanted on, so we can let her touch on later.
Okay,
I didn't know if we owe him.
yeah, of course we can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we owe him some kind of a comment since
Yes.
he wrote it.
I would, my suggestion, we need to find a, we need to lock this down. I mean, so we gotta find a better way for the system of this to happen.
I guess after, I write these, I can just email them to the, to all of us, to the conservation email, the, assistant admin, the select board, and then have a hard copy brought here too, that way everybody has one, and then,
Yeah.
I can
and
go-
I'll just have like draft on the back of it, and then once we come and review it, then
Right.
I'll have a copy made in case it's suitable, if we don't have to do any edits, and then we'll just use that one to post.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's good.
Did you wanna reply to him, Nancy? See what you had it on there?
I can,
Okay.
I can let him know what our plan is.
Yep.
Are we all good with that one? Alright, number 5, Jim Danis email requesting a copy of the NRI and, the donated conservation line.
So I actually emailed Jim back, I'm not sure if anybody else had reached out to him yet or not. And I invited him and his wife to come, but they said maybe when, the coronavirus kinda like settles out and everything, and they're not, they don't have Zoom or anything. And at that point, they would like to come in and talk to us about the conservation that they're donating. And I don't know, I told him I would look into it, but do you know if the NRI that was done is like electronic or?
I don't, it's been, several years, but I'm not sure that it was ever electronic. I think we may have a hard copy over there on the
Okay.
shelves.
And
And I think at one time there was a CD made.
okay,
as well.
because they said that they would, have no problem with paying the fees for having a copy made, if there is a fee for it,
Mhm.
that they would just like a copy of that, because I guess they're in the works and planning, to do stuff with the conservation that they're doing, and I did print off the letter that they sent, and I don't know if I think that's for like the full landing,
That one's for the,
answers, but.
that's for planning board.
Did they say how many acres?
I think it was like 300 or 400 something acres, somewhere around there, it's pretty
340 acres. It's a continuous 430 acre block from Faraway Road, up and over Dalton Mountain and down across the crossroads to the Ford Swamp and up to the summit area of Wallace Hill.
And if the select board doesn't have it, I can certainly forward the
Yeah, that
emails
would
or
be
back and forth. And I did make, a binder for the chair and for myself, and there's a third one, so they're all the same. And the third one will be left here, once I'm finished compiling them all together, and the details of it is just, it's all separated into the months, and it'll have a section for emails, letters, and minutes and agendas and everything like that, so it'll all be organized and a little bit better, so if anybody comes in, then it'll be accessible.
Yeah, so do we need to write anything else to Jim, to let him know, update on that?
I think he, at this point, is good with what him and I had come to on a discussion with the emails, except for, we just have to find out, if that disc is a copy of it, and, if not, then we just have to make a copy, of the NRI that we have right now, and give it to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what format it's in.
I do not think it is a digital format.
I don't remember discussing that one the other day either, Nancy, digital format.
Well, if there's a disc, then the drive, then that I would assume it would be a copy, would it not, or?
I do not think
I
it is on
mean, 'cause I think it
digital.
was 2006, so that was long ago.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
I believe it's just a hard copy, it's not.
Um, And I know like usually everything has to stay here, but are we fine, like, if it was to borrow it and bring it to Staples and have a copy made for him, or how should we go about getting a copy of it to him?
Well, is that technically a conservation
It is.
commission? I don't see why you couldn't do that.
Well, Terry Parks just popped on, she might know, but I think she worked for the company that did it. So Terry wants to answer some questions. Hi, Terry. We can do it.
Can't hear.
You can unmute yourself.
I think with the way it's set up, you can't unmute yourself.
I think. Yeah.
Good evening.
We should build it.
Good evening.
They were, Terry, there were some questions about the NRI, from 2006 and the format that it's in. Somebody was asking to get a copy of it.
NRI?
Yeah, did your guys do did your company do the NRI?
No,
Or did they do the
I'm not
map?
familiar with it.
Watershed to Wildlife did that.
Oh, okay, I thought they did the map.
Yeah,
Brother?
Okay, never
It should-
mind.
It should say that on
yes, Nancy's brother's firm that did it.
Okay.
there. Can you go up real fast?
Yeah, there should be
Okay,
copies.
I know what I'm-
What did you say it was, wetland to watershed?
Watershed to Wildlife.
No, it's okay. Hit me. Go ahead, that's fine.
Is there more than one copy, Nancy?
Report prepared for the Dalton Conservation Commission.
So, what Joe Beth said, if it's a hard copy, if it's like, it looks like it's paper?
Mhm.
Okay, typically, generally for right to know request, materials do not leave the town possession. The person making the request with paper copies to be made by the town, i.e. per page, and then they have.
Okay, so then I'll just email them back and say they can come into the town and ask, and then, or email them and ask them to make a copy.
Right.
Yeah, phase two, there goes.
So I'm just gonna email Jim and tell him that he can get a hold of the town and ask them to make a copy, and then they can come in and pay and get a copy.
So did you figure out which
How are
one
you
you want to
getting a
keep
check?
a copy of?
Well, they're both the
How are
same
you
as-
getting a
Yeah,
check?
we're not done yet.
So what we could do is we want Lizzie to have access to it, because they'll probably come in and talk to her.
Yep, it was all right there.
Right, so
You
I'll
want
put
me
it,
to-
what I'll do is I'll put it in the
Conservation
admin
folder.
office, in the conservation commission.
So then I'll just tell him to email the assistant admin.
Yeah, and I'll tell her, I'll tell her what's here.
Well, with that being said about the NRI, we should also, see about updating it, because
Yeah,
it's rather old.
we've already talked about doing that, we're gonna have that on the agenda for another time, because I have a packet that we're gonna have everybody do something on it. But we were starting to work on it, but then where Casella project came in, it kind of overtook everything else, so.
More important. Are we good on that one? Nancy good? Chris, good? All right, now let's go over the number 6, 2021 budget.
And you asked me to bring a copy of an old budget
Yes, ma'am.
that we talked about. This is what it is. This is what we talked about a long time ago. The dues are on there. I don't know exactly what our annual dues are, because
May have,
for some reason, we never get the bill, because for some reason, the administrator or the town clerk or somebody opens the bill and automatically pays it on their own, and we never see the bill.
Do we receive a receipt?
That's what
No,
we need.
Nancy, I don't think we've ever seen a receipt, but when we sign up for the annual meeting, if we weren't current on our dues, we wouldn't get the discounted membership rate, and we have always gotten that. So our dues are up to date. I just don't know who pays them, or where the bill goes, or how come we don't get it. Because we're the ones that are supposed to take a vote on it and say, okay, now we need to pay our dues.
Yeah, because then it goes to the
Because
treasurer.
then it goes to the treasurer.
Mhm.
So how our dues have been paid for these past years, I have no idea, and I've asked about it a few times.
So there's your conservation, trust fund, and then you have a working budget.
Mhm.
So I think the
The
working
dues, the
budget.
dues should come out of the
It should
working
come out of
budget.
working
So that's what I think happens, it just comes to the town and gets paid. So if
The
you,
bill should come to the Conservation Commission.
I don't know where it goes, but I'm
The
assuming it gets.
Conservation Commission should open the bill, review the bill and say, yes,
I
our
think that's what
dues are
used to
due,
go.
I make a motion.
I don't know, but I'm assuming.
That's the way it should work, and it hasn't, and I don't know why.
I haven't seen one personally since I've been on, so I'm just saying, if it's getting paid, that's probably
So-
what's happening, it's
so
coming in,
how-
they're paying it.
Any suggestions on how to make this,
So
mention
that's
it
what we do
to,
with the NHMA. It comes to the
mention it
NHMA.
to the,
I think, it's fine the way that it is, if they can just give us a copy of it, and, I mean, unless you
we
guys feel
still
like we
should
should
vote on it,
vote
though.
on it,
Yeah,
or.
because we're the only ones that.
Or you can
do
just
grant
tell
permission.
Barbara Richter to send it to you guys.
We could do that.
Probably just.
Well,
we could try to
that does get sent to us, but
Somebody in town?
we don't get it.
I don't know how it's addressed, if it said Conservation Commission, it would go in your box.
I can email Barbara
Please.
and ask her to readdress it.
Send me, send me an email. so we
Yeah,
can-
I'll CC you on it.
Okay, please. Okay. So our asking budget yet again is gonna be $1,400?
Well, this I'm not sure what it is. Here it says equipment updates, it has $200, but
So did you
I
know
currently
earlier
have-
Christine, earlier this year, you were gonna look into pricing for the water testing
I am
equipment?
getting to that, Vanessa. I did email her and she did send me prices. I've also taken a picture of all of our current equipment and sent it to her very recently. She recommends that we update our YSI first. The YSI machine is not one machine anymore, there's like 3 machines, 3 different components that make up the YSI. And the total for the YSI is $1,480.62.
Well, that would deplete our budget right then, huh? Alrighty.
So
Broke already.
Thank you very much, have a nice day.
I suggest we update the YSIs. Like I said, it's 3 components. The first one is $627, the second one is $652, and the third one is $201, and change. She,
Can I have that for, I'll give it right back to you.
yes, she also, where did I? I saved that email here.
Tamla, do you want me to email it to you, did you want a copy of that?
Sure, and if you could.
I can just forward it to everybody, Vanessa.
Anthony, you see this? This is just what she just got done talking about.
And,
Can't we take a vote to just be able to update all of the equipment? I mean, we have the money in the fund, but it would not be like.
If we want to update all of the equipment in the same year, it's $2,938.74.
I think it might have.
That
been good in
is
one
2020 prices.
Well, that's, yeah. How
So
much was the grand price, please? Grand total?
the grand total is $2,938.74 via the 2020 prices. That doesn't mean that they're not gonna go up, so she recommends that we add a couple $100 extra for a price increase, because she says the price changes every year.
And then
Well,
that'll-
if that's the
and then
2020
we'll-
price,
and
we
then-
take a vote on it right now, you can email her back, it's still 2020, and we can lock that price in.
Okay.
And just buy it, you know, and tell her to go ahead with the purchase of it.
She also said the old stuff was worth something as well, she might do a trade-in on it. I remember
We'll
her
get our
talking
bids
about
on
it.
that. Well, I make a motion to get all this stuff,
Get all the new stuff this
get
year.
all the new stuff for this year.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Is that it?
Nancy, were you in favor?
I haven't been involved in it, so I'm not voting on it.
Well, we're talking about updating all the equipment.
Right,
Yeah, I made a motion to order all the equipment right now for 2020. Right
okay,
now.
so I just said I'm not voting on it,
Okay. I thought you said you weren't involved in it, I apologize. I
for
thought you
those,
said
for that reason, yeah, thank you.
But you're on the conservation, so wouldn't you not be involved in water testing and such? So I don't understand what your role is on conservation then.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay, I guess the other thing I wanna, is this, that we're voting on, are we voting on putting this on the budget, or just voting on purchasing it before and not putting it on the budget for
No,
next
the
year?
budget's gonna be $1,400, you're asking for $1,400.
Okay,
And I made a motion to get all the equipment.
and add it to this budget,
No, no,
okay.
no. We're
So
voting
it's
on,
separate.
we made a motion to accept, and take out of our budget, the full $2,938.74 out of our budget. That's what
Wait,
I'm,
out of the trust fund or the budget?
out of the trust fund.
Yeah.
Out of our trust fund.
Okay,
So do we wanna do this again?
okay, so basically,
No.
we're not putting the equipment on the budget,
Correct.
okay,
Okay,
that's what I wanna get clear.
yeah. On the budget, we need to vote on if $1,400 is exactly what we still want to pursue.
Mhm.
I make a motion to accept the budget as $1,400 again.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Full board, everybody said aye on that?
I sent that to you.
Yeah, yes, send it to the select board, yeah, please.
And I'll email Vanessa a copy of this so she can
Please.
send it.
Or you can just hand it to me for me.
And, Vanessa, well, Joe Beth mentioned that it'd be, to get the right to know thing for Jim Gannon going, if you just forwarded his request
Yep.
to the admin,
Okay.
that'd be perfect. And the
Yep.
select, copy the select board, that way, that way it facilitates it, so it's out of your hands. when you're looking at it.
I'll just back it up and,
And Vanessa, here's a price list,
I think she,
so that, no,
I've got that already.
yeah, I was gonna say she.
Yep, I scanned it. Thank you.
Okay,
So
we
you
get-
want it to be the exact same, is what you're saying?
Yes, 1,400. I took a
But I'm
vote.
saying for all of, so we should take off, unless training, sorry. But the, equipment, we don't really need 200 for because we just took out almost 3,000 for updating that.
I feel we
right?
should at least.
well,
go with
what if we need other equipment,
That's what I'm
such as,
saying.
what if we want
That's why
vests,
we made a vote
then,
on
Okay.
everything.
Alright.
Start fresh,
Because-
brand new.
because there's other things that we're gonna probably need, because we're gonna want vests for spring cleanups,
I
fall
already got all
cleanups.
that.
I'm pretty sure a couple of things I was still
We
going
already
to school
did
here.
that.
So. Okay, so we're good on the budget? Okay, so now we're gonna go with the annual report, item 7. Vanessa, can you help me all around?
Yeah, so the annual report, so we're, if anybody wants to chime in on what they would like added, on that, it's basically what we had done for the year, any projects that we had, we can definitely mention the wetland, application that came through, the cleanup, COVID, you know, because we didn't get the cleanup done because of COVID, so, I mean, if there's anything else that anybody wants to add on for the annual report, open to put that on.
Anything, Nancy?
Off the top of my head, no, when is the report due?
Tamla?
I don't have the dates with me, wait, actually, my,
Was it usually early February?
Usually February, I think.
yeah, there's a schedule of what everything's due,
Yeah.
or they just give out. usually it's triggered after, the budget meeting. Because usually once we have the budget meeting, then we finalize it and then it goes to print. So I would say that's usually the beginning of February.
We can.
So
I
we
can
have
draft
until
it.
our January meeting to.
Yeah,
to
yeah, I was
put
gonna say, I
together.
can draft it up and bring it to the January meeting, and then we can animate it,
Yeah, I
make
think
any
that's the safest thing
changes,
to
and
do.
then,
Okay,
yeah, if it looks good, we can just give it to you in January.
That sounds good.
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
okay. Old business, anybody have any old business?
I don't know if this fits in old business, but I couldn't hear you when you were talking about, the check, the retainer check. So is that gonna, when is that gonna happen?
As soon as.
Yep, so I'll draft up the minutes tonight and send them out to you guys tonight, and then once we, we review the minutes, if the minutes look good to everybody, if it's fine to proceed that way, we can, approve them. I don't know, can we do like an earlier approval on that?
What do the minutes have to
Yeah,
do with?
Because you
the
have
appro-
to have
the
a
approval?
copy of the minutes to give to the treasurer stating that it was approved in the minutes to have a check.
Right, so you would need the minutes from the last meeting,
Right.
which
Which,
is December 3rd.
or if we're including that check, if we're approving the check tonight, it would be this,
That's what I'm
Meeting.
saying.
Okay,
right?
right.
Because we have to vote on that.
So that's something we need to have a emergency meeting, is what I'm saying, if we get this going.
But I was just asking you,
Yeah,
like,
because I think, because you want to get the signed meeting minutes to go to the treasurer's. and-
right,
Correct,
so
that's
it
what
would
you're
just
supposed
be a brief one just to sign
Yeah.
and to approve,
Yeah.
and then we could have the check cut that tomorrow. Is she in tomorrow, or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it just get a hold of Linda.
Alright, so just.
And then,
Or-
and then we could give it, to you unless you wanted to bring the minutes in and get the check
Well,
from
so
Linda
the
or
thing
email
too
it.
is so if.
Well, I don't think that
Let
would,
her finish, please, she's speaking.
If you want, one of the things that we talked about last night with you at the select board was that there was already a check ready. So some of the trust funds, what we typically do is we write so you can tell what's going on in the budget with all the trust funds, like when we pay the paving and everything, it comes out of the select board budget. And then they vote, and then they move the money from the general fund, not the select board. So it comes from the general fund, and then, it's reimbursed by the trust fund.
So
And so
then-
when, the reimbursement part needs to have like the meeting minutes for the treasurer to do it. They don't have to happen simultaneously. So there's already a check cut.
So
And it just-
technically, we can just vote tonight to reimburse the general fund.
Right.
And then approve the minutes next meeting, then we can just have a check cut from our fund.
To reimburse us.
To reimburse, yeah,
That-
okay.
Yeah, so they can, so right now there's a check ready to go, if you guys say, okay.
Okay,
Right, yeah.
I make a motion to accept it,
I second it.
all those in favor?
I,
Aye.
Ayes have it.
And do you have that, are you mailing it out to him, or is that something that Nancy's giving to?
No, I had nothing to do with the money.
No, I'm saying if they have to give you the check and then you mail it since you talked to him, that's what I think.
So,
No,
so,
no.
let's see.
They'll send it out.
So Joe Beth is on. Joe Beth, you wanna answer that question?
Repeat the question again.
So the check that was, signed last night, do we just, are we just gonna mail it out or have Lizzie mail it out? Or give it to Nancy or to mail out, or what's the process? She might not have heard me, because Michael was over there. Did you hear Joe Beth? Oh, shit.
I guess if you guys have a check, you can just mail it out then.
Yeah, yeah. Just, Yeah, so check and get mailed out, because Nancy, you can either get it, it'll be in the admin office or
I mean, I'm pretty capable of doing it, I just thought it would probably just go.
yeah, I mean, I can get clarification, I mean, I don't think, okay, okay, yeah, we can mail it after Linda signs it, so there's some two select board signed it, and then Linda signs it, so as soon as Linda signs it, we can mail it.
Okay, so we're good on that?
Yep.
Any other old business? Okay, new business? Anybody have any new business? I have no new business, so.
Just wanted to wear my gun permit, it was, and I got it, so, that's all I am.
Grab some scanner.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm good.
we're good. Next meeting is January 12th at 6:30 PM. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at
Second,
7:26.
So
All those in favor?
why is it a week early?
that's the second.
Just a second.
It's usually the third Tuesday of the month.
Oh, excuse me, I
Okay.
might have looked at the wrong one,
Okay.
I just went on the third week.
I'm just
Probably
asking
went
why
off
it's a
from
week
where we were
early.
last week.
I just went, it was the third week, I didn't even tell if it was.
The third Tuesday of the month is the 19th.
All right, cool. All right, so Nick will modify, permission to
Yeah.
modify that?
Yeah.
So it's 19th, correct?
19th.
Okay. Okay. All right, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:26. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
At least you kept your mouth shut today.
What's that?
At least you kept your mouth shut today.
What does
Hey, that's unnecessary,
What does that mean?
John.
What's that?
At least you kept your mouth shut today.
What does that mean?
Hey, that's unnecessary.
What does that mean?